Someone here is still energetically connected to this person that they're trying to move on from. What's interesting is that I don't actually see this connection being over. So if this feels like you, do stay. If not, do scroll on. There's other readings on my page or on your For You feed. So we have this person here who knew they were losing you, but they didn't do anything to fight for you. We had a person who kind of saw a slow decline of your relationship, and I'm getting coward. I'm getting someone who would struggle with inner insecurities. I think you weren't really aware of how insecure this person was. And if you are interested, if you and this person is still compatible, do download Astra and go down to their compatibility feature, where you can check if you and this person are still compatible based on your astrological information. So type in your birth information and theirs, and Astra will calculate your compatibility as well as strengths and weaknesses. You can also use this prompt to see and gain more clarity within this connection. So do that for now. However, we have someone, again, who knew they were losing you, but they didn't do anything to fight for you. And that in itself, that's actually what you saw in the end. I'm getting very strongly for this collective. This is what you actually saw in the end. And that's freaking disappointing, isn't it? Someone who's not going to be fighting for you, someone who gives up and runs away because shit gets hard. And I think this person genuinely just didn't have it in them. And I guess they also, they're telling themselves that they're not like the one for you because they can't give you what you deserve. Yeah, they try to run from this connection, but their soul craves you. So deep down, they actually do crave you. Deep down, they actually, they know they want to be with you. However, I want you. And it might be to do with the self-worth, because we have, I'm finally seeing my worth, yet I still feel unworthy of your love. So you, collective, are someone who loves very deeply, okay? Someone who makes people feel very, very loved and appreciated. And in that sense, you come from love and authenticity. You're being yourself, but that in itself mirrors and challenges people who have yet not done the work. And perhaps that's what happened here. They're still very attracted to you, so there's a very physical pull here. The connection was very strong, okay? Okay, so we have someone who's struggling with themselves, to be honest, and that's something that you can't really do for them. Yeah, this person might be making excuses to themselves, like justifying why that had to happen that way, when they have a lot of love for you again. So we have we need to let each other go. You and I were too young, and we both know I'm not the one for you. So this person really convinced themselves, or other people in their life convinced them, that it's not going to happen, it's not meant to happen, again, because they're not good enough, right? Because they can't give you what you deserve or desire. And I don't think you actually desired a lot, to be honest. I think this collective just wanted someone to love them back. And again, this person just made decisions for you, and it's like they didn't consider your opinion. But they want to feel that way again, and they were distracting themselves from the pain. So again, maybe you met them, maybe you enter people's lives when they're going through something, and again, they just had a lot on their plate, and they weren't really telling you about this. But again, they do wish they treated you better, and a lot of things remind them of you. So they are still very much thinking of you, and the connection in their mind, perhaps I'm getting, is still ongoing, which very, very weird. That's very weird. There might have been some codependency issues here. And they couldn't let you get close to them because of something. What is that something? If you want to find out what they're holding back, what they're not saying, because there's still a lot of here stuff that's unsaid, do book in with me, link in bio. We can go into this in more in depth, and of course more tailored to you, as every situation is, different person to person. Of course, my collective reading do cover a lot of personal stuff. However, I do know that, again, case by case can be a little bit different. So do book in with me, and do let me know if this reading did resonate, and I shall see you in the next one.